My name is Alisha Peats, and I'm a headshot photographer in LA. I was born in Jackson, Missouri, and I moved out to Los Angeles when I was 18 to pursue acting originally. Once I'd been out here for a few years, I started making my own projects and then took up photography as well, and filming and all that stuff. I think that's part of what helps me be a good photographer. I was noticing all of the good photographers were just insanely expensive, and I was like, there has to be a way, a cost-efficient way to get quality headshots, because most actors are not rich. At least most actors who need headshots are not rich. That's part of why, as a photographer, I like to keep my rates low so that actors don't have all that pressure and they know they can just come and have fun and experiment, and they'll get good photos because they're relaxed and they're not stressing out. The first thing I do is ask them what they want to get from the shoot. Because a lot of actors already have a specific idea. They've researched online, they want this, and this type shot. Or they've talked to their manager or agent and they've told them that they want specific types of shots. So that's the first thing I always do, is ask them that, find out right off the bat if they have something they want. I'll also have them send me a picture of themselves so that I can get an idea of what types they would go out for, just in case they don't know. I'll tell them, I think you should get a nerdy student look, a girl next door look, maybe get a bad girl, sort of Michelle Rodriguez type look. Like, I'll give them those specific looks. I'll tell them what wardrobe to bring for that. I'll tell them hairstyles they might want to think about, makeup styles they might want to think about, because for all those things you want to be very specific. You don't want to just like, oh, I'll just have my hair down for all the shots and never change up my makeup. It is very much about the look, but then it's also about the attitude. So I'll tell them, think of, depending on what method you're trained in as an actor, you have to think of headshots like an acting gig. So you might have to prepare by thinking of different lines of dialogue that you can run in your head, so you'll have something going on behind your eyes. Or think of a monologue, or think of intentions or objectives that you might have, just so there's always something authentic and organic about the expression, so you're not just posing. So that's a big part of the preparation for actors. What happens before the shoot is usually we'll talk a little bit more. We'll take a look at all the outfits, we'll lay them all out, and we'll get an idea of what colors we're working with, what styles we're working with. And then we'll talk more about what they want from the shots, what their agent or manager specifically said they wanted. And then usually we'll start the shoot off a little bit easy. We'll start usually with the commercial looks, just because it's fun, it's smiley, you get to warm up a little bit with that. And then after the shoot, we talk about post-production. It usually takes me about 3 days to do post-processing on all the photos, because I pop them all into Lightroom and I adjust exposures, colors, everything, so you have the best pictures you can possibly get. I'm very focused and detail-oriented, but I like to create a relaxing environment, so you can just feel like we're friends, we've known each other for years. I just try to set an atmosphere where you feel like you can play and have fun, because I think ultimately that's what actors do best anyway. So I just like to let people be themselves. And I think that comes out in the photos. I think that's how personality comes out in the photos. That's how you'll get that authentic self in your photo. And I think that's probably what sets me apart the most. I have a website, which is AlishaPeatsPhotography.com, and there's a contact page on there, so you can just send me an email and let me know if you have questions, if you're wondering about scheduling, or really anything that you want to know. Sometimes people will contact me and they're not even sure they want to do a shoot yet, so they just ask some questions and we touch base, we can talk on the phone. I'm very easygoing, so I'm like, you can take it as slow as you want. Sometimes people contact me 6 months in advance and I'm like, that's fine, we'll just go as we go.